Oh, yeah. Who you want? Shop stop. Shop stop. Shop stop. She will. Maybe independent woman now.
That was my song, boy.
I was like in grade 5 or grade 6.
I used to like that song, boy.
Why is that a song?
I used to like it. Get you hype.
Oh, yeah.
I say it's the greatest song ever.
Oh, do y'all think y'all could come up with a list of 30 businesses, all startup costs under $1,500 in the Bahamas?
$1,500?
Yes, in the Bahamas.
No.
I think I could.
30 businesses?
Well, wait, startup
A
costs
list.
$1,500.
Like us brainstorming and generating a list.
Yeah, man.
Truthfully, web design and development.
That's
Truthfully.
one.
That's one.
Yeah.
Let me get my notebook.
That's one. This a
How is
project
it
or something you up in?
Huh?
It's a project or something you
No,
up in?
literally just came to mind.
Oh.
Startup costs. I don't know what else.
Since,
I mean, if you
since we're going to be creating
well, I mean, you need a
1,000
solid camera to really get
entrepreneurs,
into like
we
commercial
should give them
photography.
something to do, eh?
What do you think? What's the lowest cost?
No.
camera
You could start a photography company if you're natural. Like, yeah, get your laptop and at least an entry level camera.
A laptop being like $300,
like $500.
You need Photoshop though, right?
Yeah, you could bootleg that.
Yeah.
You need to pay.
That's true though. But what business
Listen
can
to
not
me.
bootleg?
Listen to me. I
Software
bought
from
my first camera from John Bull for $1,300. That was an Olympus E300, and that's where
That's
I
an
started.
Olympus?
I had an Olympus. I didn't upgrade to Nikon until like 3 or 4 years later.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Man. But that Olympus had everything though? Like
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was a great entry level camera. I did some nice weddings with it. I moved on. I upgraded from that.
On the side, remember wait, go back to when you first. Okay, maybe that could be a semi thing until we get started. You remember the
The list was
the
same
first.
thing.
Huh?
The list was the same thing.
Oh, so how much we have so far? Like 3, 2, 3. Any other suggestions?
What was photography? What else?
Web design, graphic design, graphic design.
You actually could start.
Sorry, cleaning business. In the context of the bombs, I feel not a lot of people would do that because I feel like ego, like they'd be like, oh no, I don't want to clean other people's things and stuff like that. But that's a viable.
What? Cleaning?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a viable business.
Yes, it is. Hey, so on your team, this could happen.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Since y'all niggas don't like my suggestions.
Wow.
No, Greg, we're not doing that.
Then we
Greg,
can
we're
let
not doing
one of
that.
y'all bring in the show in.
Come on, Travis, bring it home.
Who gonna do it? Gail? Yeah, Gail. Since you was the most staunch one against my suggestion, you damn that tell me
Alan,
get that garbage.
I'm asking Alan, give us the topic.
You
okay,
tumble my topic.
All right,
you tumble my
cool,
judgment.
let's ride.
Are we doing
Let's
that?
go then.
Are we doing
Let's
that?
go.
Pen and paper.
Not today.
We doing it now.
Not
Let's go.
today. Not today.
Whenever you're ready, boss.
Welcome back to the Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur podcast, Shift the Culture podcast. Today's show is sponsored by the Catalyst Group. And today we are talking about
Let it go.
I got money in my pocket.
30 companies. I'm not being paid to be a host today, ladies and gentlemen, so this is pro bono. 30 companies that you can start in the Bahamas under $1,500. Right?
Okay.
And since as you know, there was some activity in the country yesterday that may have resulted in some people that
can say what it is.
ran on the platform of creating entrepreneurship.
Yeah, the culture
right?
literally shifted yesterday.
Creating entrepreneurs. So now we're going to generate
Get
some
under the
ideas.
rug, Greg. It don't matter. You can say we had a general election. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like real.
What the hell is this?
Like real. This is an open and free democracy.
Okay,
So-
first of all,
And we're on the internet.
first of all,
Jeez.
you asked me to introduce the wife.
Okay, I apologize. Go ahead. Sorry.
When you introduce the wife, then
apologize.
you could say whatever you want to say.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Moving forward, we need a list of 30 types of businesses. And, of course, for our listening and viewing audience, if you have any general questions, this is an open mic show. We're feeling a little Daryl Miller-esque and, open up the phone lines.
I don't have a teacup.
I got to act like that.
Open up the phone.
Yes.
Oh,
You
no,
want.
no. Open up the phone lines and the comments
Guess how much
if
I
you
did,
have any
Jigga?
general questions.
Zero.
But, yeah. So, guys.
All right, so we're coming with 30 businesses.
Challenge
That's what we're
accepted.
starting right now.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
How much do we
Okay,
have
cool.
now?
So right now we have two.
We have a
She
little
got 4.
more photography, web design, graphic design, cleaning, and a media blog. Is that correct?
blogging.
Yeah, media blog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laundry, picking up clothes, doing laundry, bringing them back.
We don't have
stuff like
anybody
that.
doing that. I mean,
Yeah, we
Someone
do.
doing that
Cousins,
now?
cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
Cousins doing it. Shout out cousins. It's
Monopoly.
great. Yeah, it's very.
Someone doing that now. Pastry. Hey, I start my own for under $200.
Would you say
Pastries?
Yeah, so got cookies,
You started cooking
cupcakes.
cater for $200, man?
Less than that. Let me see, a bag of flour, sugar, butter. Yeah, one little grocery list of grocery under $200.
No,
yeah.
explain some more of the ingredients.
Essentially, well, I can tell you, but you still can't do it.
Petty.
Shameless plug.
Petty.
So yeah, so you put that. You
Cookie
put that?
Gator is sponsoring
Yeah,
this.
Bakery
Yeah.
Slim.
All right. Sorry, I apologize, Catalyst Group. Go ahead.
What else?
Think I'm lawn.
More on the lawn. Like
Yeah,
Landscaping.
landscaping. Window cleaning, car wash. So you got this, man. We could do this all day.
But these are what? What are these?
She say businesses you could start for
In the Bahamas, under
$1,500.
Yeah.
Must it?
I think if you're a mechanic, I always suggest this to my friend, but he lazy, right?
What? Get your
But,
tools and just open
yeah,
up.
he worked for an auto company. He's fixed cars. I tell him, listen, you could do a mechanic on the go type of thing, where you go to people, especially when they break down somewhere, you go to them, or even if they don't break down, you go to service a car. You could go to them and actually provide mechanic services on the go.
Makeup
what I mean?
artist?
So a mobile mechanic.
Mobile mechanic.
Mobile mechanic.
Makeup artist. What number we are right now?
11.
And weave sales.
Oh jeez.
You could get weave
Weave
in bulk.
sales?
You could
No.
no.
Hold on now.
You could get weave.
That's only
in
two
bulk.
wave for $1,500.
No.
No.
You could get weave from a wholesaler in Indonesia or China. You get like maybe $1,000 worth. Then you bring it. You pay your custom duties or whatever once, and then you do your markup and you flip. It's almost like crack, like flipping crack.
Do you think that's
What? You flipping your day.
I mean, you think that'll be under $1,500 to get in bulk for what you need?
I
what I said.
I remember someone asking me to invest in one of those, and that was like the price they gave me.
They have asked you to invest
With them, yeah.
Keep in mind they are selling a bundle of 3 for between $300 to $400.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a whole head.
Yeah.
So you could start with a few bundles, and then you build up your clientele from there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on that note too, the average things that people try to start in Bahamas is barbershops and nail salon. But I feel like you need a lot of capital up front in order to do those things because you need a physical place to do that. But that's one of the more common things.
Not really. Not really. See, a lot of people tend to think that, and this is why they don't ever start their business because they feel like, oh, I need so much money because I have to get a space, and I have to get all this equipment. Not really. If you want to be a barber, right, you could start with a pair of clippers and whatever little tools you need, and you can start again on the go, mobile, convenience. You know what I mean? People will pay you for convenience. these
Yes,
days. So
yes.
you go around cutting here, and then you build up the capital, and then you expand eventually.
You know they have a mobile barbershop like off of Kemper Road?
Yes, I saw that.
That's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, yo, that's legit. So, yeah, because I saw it in the States.
Social media management.
Yes.
A decent phone or a laptop, and just go from there. So you pay your bills on time, and you good. Because you could do that from home.
So
Most definitely.
That puts us to like 14. Okay. Yeah.
How
But
much
it's going to
we
get
supposed-
harder as we
How
go
much we
down.
supposed to come up with?
30. We're almost halfway there.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Consultancy?
Yeah, but that's
For what,
general
though?
though. That
That's
could be like,
general.
What about a tattoo artist?
That's a good
Tattoo
question.
artist?
I don't, because you
I
gotta
don't know much about
get
that.
the
But I mean, I don't know how much it costs, so that's...
Needles and ink.
I can't-
needles,
I
ink.
don't
You
know.
gotta get like other stuff like alcohol and stuff like that. Or, like, you know.
I mean,
Alcohol.
if you want to be safe,
I mean, outside of other things, like the
Safety was optional.
Safety is optional.
Yeah.
you want to be safe.
I want to say that's in the 2,000 range though.
You think that's
$1,500
too
Yeah,
loud?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know how much.
If
I don't know
anybody
how
out
much
there is a
needles
tattoo
on
artist and
that
know
is.
about tattoo artists, let us know.
Someone saying a 99 cents lunch.
99
place.
cents. People, you
Okay,
can still do
so
that in this
food-
economy.
I mean, you could
food.
bring it back. Like breakfast now is like $2.50.
food,
If you actually take a risk and
catering.
do a 99 cents breakfast again,
Well, I guess that
you
would
might
fall-
edge
that
people
would
out
fall
depending on
into
your
the phase one
location.
then.
So what would a
pastries?
99 cents?
Yeah, that would negate that then.
What would
Because
99
that could
cents
fall into the same
Like, what do you mean? What it looks like?
Like, okay.
Grits and
So
tuna,
all
grits
that
and sausage,
good food.
grits
Lunch?
for breakfast.
Yeah, that's.
Oh no, he's at
Lunch.
no lunch at 99
What
cents
would 99
lunch.
cents lunch look like?
Oh, a wrap?
Well,
That's cool.
Well, maybe
Like a tuna wrap?
Maybe that was just a suggestion. Maybe it doesn't have to be 99 cents because we know in this town.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
You're still
price.
paying more than 99
Yeah,
cents.
you're
But what
Yeah,
does a
yeah.
cost-effective Bahamian lunch look like? Where you
co-
can do it at scale, like 99 cent breakfast.
Different
That'd be
wraps
rough.
with
Being
chips,
healthy, yeah.
maybe.
You ain't got to be healthy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bahamians don't like healthy.
We
We like
trying to
grease.
shift the culture, remember?
Or
So-
you could cook in mass and have smaller containers and sell those for like $4 and deliver it. They have a delivery service where this guy is on his moped. He partners with
On a
several.
moped?
Yeah, he's on
What's
a
the name of
moped. I can't remember. They deliver for I think it's Smart Lunch.
Okay, I saw that too. I didn't know
Yeah.
they delivered on mobile, but I saw a smart lunch where
Yeah.
they give healthy
Yeah.
I
alternatives.
think Idris making a suggestion. We'll talk and say how governments influence the entrepreneurial wave.
Interesting. I guess we didn't want to go there, but we could
I don't
go
know
there.
why.
Well, yeah, we could talk about that.
I mean,
since
they
it's
they
it's
cultivate the
in relation to
economy,
what it
and
is that
that's
we're
about
talking
it.
about.
Well, okay.
They're supposed to.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Supposed to create the environment to allow entrepreneurs
Yes.
to thrive.
That's
Okay, so
governments
what
are
does that
supposed to do.
environment
right.
look like?
That environment looks like I don't have to go to 4 different places to get a business license.
Access to
So-
capital.
Access to capital. So it's ease of doing business. Access to capital. I guess that whole business licensing would fall under ease of doing business.
Yeah.
Just limiting the like not so many taxes. Like how they have this tax, how they tax businesses now is they tax you on the gross,
Right.
right? For your business, they tax on the gross. So you could lose money and you still have to pay that same tax on the percentage, right? Which I hate. You know what I mean? They should do it on the DNA had a good idea of doing a flat rate or taxing the net. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I'm going with more of a flat rate for
Also,
small, medium, and
To
large.
start at least, because
Yeah.
you have other like country like New York has this thing Startup NY where there's like tax free for like a year and a half.
Right.
As you start up your business.
Let's
But, like,
let's go with 3 years. Let's go with 3 years. Give
Yeah.
the
Or you
business
could
time
have-
to grow.
Or you could
Yeah.
give concessions, like how they give so many concessions to these big resorts, to where people are starting their businesses.
Man, you
could
talking?
allow them to-
You bringing back all these plans
If
that I
it's-
know didn't come in with this.
But I mean, if it's not tax free, like bringing
Yeah,
in
Concessions
certain-
for what? Sorry,
small
concessions-
businesses.
Oh, okay.
So like
That
if
was
you-
in
if
another
you wanna bring
manifesto
in
that
some
didn't
stuff,
make
you have
it.
to bring in stuff for your business. They allow you to either bring it in tax free or at a discounted rate. Like these things can help entrepreneurs when it comes to starting businesses. So that's what governments I feel supposed to do. That's how you
Insert dirty wine here. Preach, Greg.
but one thing when it comes to because it's a new day and everybody's feeling super excited about this new government. But one thing that entrepreneurs shouldn't do, like your success shouldn't be based on who is
No,
Exactly.
no.
in power.
No.
Exactly.
So keep that in mind.
yeah.
You
Keep
should
that in
take, you
mind.
should learn to take advantage of these situations.
Same
It depending
as
on which field you're in.
Yeah.
But your success, like you said, should not
Yeah.
be based.
Like
on
I don't want
it.
any like I don't want like the people who would be on the losing side of what happened be like, oh, my world is over, nothing.
Yeah.
Like no, it's just a new day. It means you just got to tackle opportunities
Yeah.
a different way, and that's the same.
And if
with
that was
everything.
your plan, you
Victimization under the outgoing government on entrepreneurs who were not affiliated with that government is.
it was real.
It was very real.
It was very
a
real.
little
I was on the
scary,
brunt
I
of that.
think the extent
I
that
wouldn't know
some
too much
people
I was on the brunt of
went
that.
to prevent, if you weren't affiliated with their party, to try to stop you. It was.
If you weren't
very
a good
interesting.
constituent,
Not constituent.
no, that's the term they like to use.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Maybe
they.
there's some more suggestions. Oh, sorry. You
yeah, go ahead. You
what?
could.
No, go ahead.
Here's some more suggestions.
Tutor.
Businesses. Some Chiron. I hope I pronounce it.
That's Chiron, yeah.
Chiron Stubbs says you could do event planning,
True.
True,
bookkeeping.
true.
I could put accounting.
I would
tutor.
say boutique
Can be a
accounting.
tutor.
Yeah,
True.
That's a very,
Very true.
that's a very lucrative.
And you have
business.
different niches you could do that too, like
Yeah.
DCSE, DJC, all that stuff like that. Yeah.
Local subscription box service. What kind of box do you need?
To me,
Local
Or
subscription
like
box
mailbox, maybe.
local subscription boxes.
Box service.
Box service.
Chiron, clear that one
Maybe
up for
means,
me. What
maybe
exactly you
means
mean?
like mail.
A courier,
Yeah, what exactly you
Courier
mean by that?
services.
courier service.
Yeah, and then you have mobile app development.
Like what
where
Novio did.
Personal assistant. But now with these things,
Now, see, that's I wanted to put a star on that too. Like with art as well, it's like you have to come in with the skill level.
Yeah.
But you have to invest to develop that skill.
I'm guessing that's a prerequisite with all the businesses that we listen. Yeah, you have to have a certain skill level. Yeah, you can't just jump in.
It costs, at least in some of these instances, it costs to attain these skills.
Right.
In a lot of instances.
True.
Maybe you have this skill set already because you went to college, but you decided to go into the workforce, and then you get frustrated and you say,
Gail, are we factoring that into this $1,500?
What's that, sorry?
Like
The skill.
Developing the skill. Like let's say,
Because it's the actual act and the skill.
right? Like if you went to school.
Let's say no.
why?
And
Oh,
the reason why we're saying no
Oh.
is because these entrepreneurs are being created,
Okay.
right? So,
Okay.
of course, we're
Alright.
giving examples of things that you would require skill for.
Oops.
For example, web design or graphic design. You will
Photography
need some
too.
training in that.
Yeah, you cross that off the list.
Yeah,
But
I'm
actually,
going through it. Photography.
You don't have to go to school for that.
Not
You know,
necessarily
You don't,
school,
but you have to have
some training and skill.
Like I
Yeah.
didn't go to
That's why
school
I
for it.
think
I learned under Cameron Stubbs and Craig Otterly.
So you learn under the experts.
You could do that, right? You don't need to go to school for those things.
And there are a lot of courses and stuff online that you could do to
YouTube
also
is-
help you. YouTube is absolutely free.
Yeah.
Coursera
Yeah.
has some
Trying to
good
learn how to
stuff.
play the violin.
So you don't have to limit yourself to a classroom
That's
or
so
a
random.
formal degree.
Okay, but like things like this, like event planning, you may not necessarily gone to school to be an event planner,
But you're a great
You could
organizer.
be super organized,
Yeah.
and you could kind of get enough experiences under your belt in order to build that for you. So that's kind of like a low skill entry to build something with that.
You have artists on
Artists, yeah. Number 22 is artists.
And
That's
Shout
a high skill
out
to
to
me.
the artists
What I
watching.
mean is develop.
That's practice.
Yeah,
like you have to.
and I see Alan.
Yeah, I was just gonna read that one, yeah.
He says, now this is a tricky one. He said, entrepreneur development. You advise and teach individuals how to start a business. Now,
I think you guys can capitalize on that.
but I can tell you now, you have to at least have some kind of track record.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody trying to hear you if they don't feel as though you're successful in
At
your
some
own
level.
right.
I think you three guys right here.
No, Alan made
I
a
think you
suggestion
could
before.
successfully.
So
do
you
it.
wouldn't help a
Yeah, I
business
mean-
from the ground
I
up.
think
is
I
what
think
you're
you
saying.
could put on a seminar right
I've
now,
done that. I've done
and
that.
you guys could actually
No,
help.
what I'm saying is
some
for you.
people.
Yeah, what I gather from what Alan was suggesting is that you advise entrepreneurs on being successful. So you're a consultant essentially, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, if you just old Joe Blow from through the corner, who ain't got no business or no track record of success in business, ain't nobody gonna pay you for that. You see what I'm saying?
It'll take you long. It's harder to build that name in order to do that.
Exactly.
I agree.
So
that's
you
why-
guys
that's
kind
why
of
I
want to
said
come in
it's
as
a tricky
the consultant after the business has already been established and all that stuff.
I think you should be there from the ground up.
one. No, I think you're missing.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I charge him to advise you.
Right.
You want to know what you getting for your money when you pay me, right?
Mhm.
And if I come and you like, okay, so what experience you have in business development and stuff like that? And I'm
Right.
like, well, I mean, I don't know. I watch some videos and
Right.
people tell me I have some good advice, so I just decide to charge for it.
But-
you could be like, hold on now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. And here's the
Some
plug. Here's the plug.
qualification
Even with the
or some-
consultancy,
Okay.
even if you have the track record, it's not a guarantee that
No,
that
you
business
still
is going to
gotta
make
sell,
it.
'cause it's still
Yeah,
sales. You still
yeah.
gotta, you still have to, for me, how I felt it was, like, when I first started out, like let's say on the niche of teaching code, like, I had to get a few websites out there. It's almost like I had to build my own portfolio
Mhm,
and
you
get
do.
comfortable with it in
You do.
order
Right.
for me to say, okay, let me go teach someone else
Exactly.
how to do it. Now,
Exactly.
on the terms of the entrepreneurial side is that's just it expanded. Like, you have to go through the process one or multiple times of, the stress of trying to get a business license or trying to close a deal or talking in a meeting or trying to network. You have to go through those a few times where you're comfortable enough to say, okay, let me give someone else that advice.
Exactly.
Or you
That's
probably were as a
Yeah.
part of some major company or organization where you're a fundamental
That
to
too.
the success, and then you build off of that.
Right. And the next big thing for me is that I competed in a lot of competitions where you had to do those things in 2-3 days. So trial by fire type of thing. But that's a good one. That's a good one.
Alan said, no, your study can beat those who have. Okay, buddy.
Being wrong.
No, and that's why I said that
So,
just now.
What I'm saying is, I know how. See, you got to think about.
You know
how
Bahamians
other
are.
people- not just Bahamians, business people like me. You coming to me with just nothing. Like, okay, if I want to give you advice on something, let's say I am a graphic designer. Gail come to you.
It's like a
Gail
barber
says
with
she's-
locks.
Well, not so
No.
much. Not so much. You
Not
might have
necessarily.
this
You might have a clean lineup.
It's like this.
Yeah,
It's like
true.
you're a graphic designer, right? He wants some graphic design work. You trying to get this job, and he say, okay, well, let me see what you have. Where your portfolio?
Right.
But I ain't really got that. But you know, people tell me I can draw well.
Well, you can't jump in like that. You would have to be like, hey, I would like to get into graphic work. May I have the opportunity to do this work for you to build a portfolio?
For
and
free.
then maybe he and then maybe he may be
Right.
more inclined to assist. But then to
Right.
jump into it and say, hey, I am this.
Mm-hmm.
I have no experience, but you could pay me, and
Right.
then we can see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a little different.
Because I mean, all in all, whether you do, like if you're like being an apprentice or whatever, it is time. It still takes time to develop these things and that experience. I don't know.
A backtrack close sale to go along with the weave.
Say backtrack close.
But hey, that's
no,
real.
But no, yeah, it's real.
That's
Mark
real.
up
But
on the
some-
go.
okay, so another thing that people, I don't know, it hasn't taken really off locally.
So
but
we could
what
put that
people-
with weave. Sorry. Oh wait, no, we could put
That's
clothes
separate, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but like someone like buy, I don't know if they buy vintage stuff or try to go around to these different places and try to flip, like buying an old chair, restoring it, and then trying to flip that. I don't know if a lot of people do that locally. It could be done locally because every now and again you might have a patio sale and then see if you can pick up some stuff and try to flip it and do that. I don't
Kind of
know if
like
people on
what
that level.
Gary Vee
That's
did
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
whole eBay thing.
Yeah, but nobody does that locally, and you could do that for the. I mean, you might need some money to buy
Some
the
stuff. I think $1,000 worth of
Buy
stuff.
cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Garage sales.
so-
they're practically giving away stuff.
Yeah.
But
So
you need to find the market though, the demand for the things that you may find. In
unless you do it web based, like how Gary Vee suggests, buy the stuff cheap on
See,
eBay.
that's Amazon though. We don't really have like a. I mean, you could put it on Amazon, but we don't have
maybe
like a
that could be
localized.
one of the sites, one of the websites as an entrepreneur that you develop,
Yeah.
Good idea.
right?
Yeah.
When people say you have to find a market, sometimes you got to create a market.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That is
like-
true.
And that's what I mean. That interchangeably finds that. I mean, like you have to get people interested in the trend of like.
I was
freaking
gonna
out
say
your place
something, but I
and stuff.
forgot. I forgot I was gonna.
Do you
say
guys have
something.
any other ideas on how how the government would be able to assist entrepreneurs?
What we have so far?
Access to capital, not 4 different places to get business done. One central place for ease of business. Taxes on gross profit. I think that's what that's supposed to be.
No taxes on gross profit.
No taxes
On gross profit.
gross
They should
profit.
have the government should
Zero
have a stipend
political-
on training or open like.
Because
Zero political
you're
interference.
still taking away from the gross to do stuff with. So
Yeah.
you ain't really, that ain't monies that you have after net. Net is what you have after everything.
Okay.
They should have some-
concessions for small businesses. Your success not based on the governing party.
What they could do is get out the way too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Get out the
Zero.
freaking way.
Zero political interference.
They have their hands in too many things, and also government is too big. Government is way too big.
Yeah. So
What do you
create.
mean?
Yeah. There are
We
two.
have too many people.
Oh, you're
too
advocating
many-
local government.
No.
Not necessarily. What I'm advocating is for smaller government.
So the government isn't the biggest employers, which creates a vacuum for entrepreneurs to step in and provide certain services.
For example, I hear Randy Butler complain all the time about Bahamas Air. Because they get subsidies from the government, they are allowed to, or they have the freedom to charge less. And it puts a strain on the private airlines
Yeah.
and entrepreneurs
Yeah,
because
yeah.
now you suck in all the passengers
You
because
have
you
to
can charge
compete.
less than us
Yeah.
and you have an unfair advantage.
And you
because
still ain't
get-
turning a profit.
Exactly. So stuff like that, that's why we get out the way. You know what I mean? Stop being involved in so many businesses. The government
Yeah.
ain't supposed to be in all these businesses to make profit.
I don't know if this is the
Okay.
same thing, but less monopolies.
Yes,
Yeah, that too.
that too.
That
Yeah.
too.
Liberalization of the market.
True
Because
liberalization.
you need healthy competition in order for people to have better services first and foremost.
Yes.
But like to have different options. I mean, it seems counterintuitive, but it actually makes more money long term. I believe definitely.
Remove IRCA to.
But we had a bunch of restrictions before IRCA though.
No, we didn't.
Like the whole not discussing political stuff on election day. That was before IRCA. That predated
It was upheld by
So
ERCA
that's
as well.
government getting out the way again. Still.
Yeah.
Where did that originate? With IRCA, or that
No,
was just
that
a
was
PLP
before.
thing? Oh, that was a PLP thing.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the media houses agreed to it
Right.
back then.
Right.
Because it
They're
wasn't a
more-
lot of
I think
talk.
they have more respect.
It was in talk
too.
radio.
There was a lot of
Talk radio.
stuff, so it was like, well,
More
whatever.
respect too.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting out the way. Government need to get out the way.
Yep.
Okay. And then for our viewers, we are also listing 30 companies you can start in the Bahamas under $1,500 in the spirit of entrepreneurship. We are at number 29. So if you have
We
any
have
more
one more?
suggestions,
Messenger?
2 more.
Didn't we do that?
Hold on,
Hurry
I
up.
have that.
We have
Hold on, hold on.
Korea. Yeah.
You might have a car already though, or you might have access to your mommy and Grammy
But
car.
then again, Gail, are we in? Does that count?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh
is
yeah.
this $1,500?
Use what you could.
Yeah, you have to use what you could and what you could borrow.
I say messenger, but then again, you would have to buy a car, right?
If you don't have a car.
If
yeah.
you don't have a car.
Do you have to buy a car? You can't use your Grammy
Yeah,
car.
you could borrow a vehicle, right?
Once it's reliable.
Yeah.
Once it's a consistent thing.
bike.
So you could tell Grammy you give her X amount for gas.
Grammy, I
and
could
That's
just-
an that's
$20.
an investment.
$20.
And then, yeah, and then
Maybe
use the
another-
car. But we have a lot of mobile stuff though.
Because that's
Mechanic
what
on
it
the
is
go,
nowadays.
courier, laundry
I think one of
pickup. Oh, mine was alcohol delivery.
Alcohol delivery.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they have like they have a company that started up recently, like a wine box thing
Oh, that'd be
that like
nice.
delivers like 3 boxes of like wine. I think
Does in-house stripper count?
Grocery delivery.
that's
That's kind of illegal. Eh?
Is
well.
it?
That's adult entertainment.
I don't know.
Who knows in this new government? But no, I think that's one of the biggest advantages we have is geographically, like how things are so close. We need more of those mobile things because people don't want to do people don't want to wait in line and
Grocery delivery. Alan saying grocery delivery.
Yeah, I have that. I just wrote that down. Yeah.
Okay.
there's a lot of like. Yes, you can. Start,
Ooh,
yeah.
pet sitting.
Pet sitting.
I do that.
Pet slash
Pet
baby
grooming.
sitting.
Pet
Well,
sitting.
not pet slash baby because
slash grooming.
Yeah.
pet sitting and baby
My
sitting.
neighbors do pet grooming actually. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an open location and all.
Pet sitting is
Is
decent.
that popular?
But
Wow.
pet sitting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and house sitting is pretty popular
So-
too.
Okay, cool.
People going away and stuff like
Apparently
that.
so.
And they want someone inside their home to take care, so the
Now,
pet
see,
doesn't,
okay, but
you
now
know.
we're getting in the conversation like how much can you physically scale that though? Because it's only
What?
like especially with house sitting, you don't really like the margins. You're not getting paid $150. I mean, you may
Well,
for
you
some
don't know.
cases,
You don't know. You set your price.
but then you have
Right.
to have
You
a
find
people
your
who
market. You
though.
find your market.
Yeah.
And you continue to service your clientele.
Yeah.
Because if you find an expat that's only here 2 weeks out of the month, but they need someone to take care of their Great Dane, and you don't have a problem with big dogs, why not?
knowledge.
What
Knowledge.
about how much would it start? Cost to start as like security monitoring.
Security, that's expensive.
Yeah, that's expensive. I was thinking I was gonna ask that same question, but with solar, and it's like, yeah, you can't really.
Or
Yeah,
electronic
that's
installation like sound systems and vehicles and stuff like that.
You need a little bit of technical knowledge.
Yeah, which will cost.
But stuff like that, you could
But you can
tinker,
learn that.
You can learn that.
You can
learn
go on
that on your own.
videos.
What about
Free videos,
what about
free
drone
videos.
operators? And that's a big thing now.
For under 1,500 drone, but like just
A drone is like
or more
video, like
Yeah,
Video?
that
that's
actually is.
that's
Yeah.
a that's a big thing right now, especially
For real.
for realtors.
Realtors,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a market.
but how much? I was wondering this other day. What's the cost of licensing? Like getting a license to pilot a drone? Is that?
Is
Oh,
a
yeah,
cost?
very
What?
license,
No.
right?
I know
You can't fly in certain areas.
Right, I know
but-
transport and aviation. You had to have a certain. I think you had to have a business license in order to get one imported. To import one, if you didn't buy it from a store here, but I don't think there's a pilot license or anything. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
could
so.
I could be
either.
wrong.
But I know you can't.
I think
fly,
there's a whole
like,
association
airplanes
now.
by the airport and stuff like that.
No.
But other than that, yeah, I think you're pretty much good.
Sports Center Day will shoot it down.
So let me. Yeah.
Sports
Yeah,
center?
the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium.
Oh, they will shoot down
because it's
the
Defense Force area.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they will shoot that down.
Cool.
All right, we probably hit.
No,
30
that's not cool.
Yeah, that's
that's
the
like a
bonus.
loss.
So what? A flip question.
another bonus?
What do you think are the most difficult businesses to start but needed, required businesses that we need?
Oh, solar energy.
Solar, for sure.
Why so difficult? Why would you say it?
Because
Because
you need
government
Government
interference.
interference, the
Money.
cost of getting those things,
Red
get
tape.
it, renting,
Yeah.
all that.
Renting.
But it is
No.
needed.
I
You need a substantial capital to get that. started.
Entertainment, whether it be film, music, or anything, it's because it's expensive to produce. The industry isn't growing. Behemoths don't buy.
Entertainment is rough.
But they're not readily buying into it unless you have foreign success.
Yeah.
And even
Entertainment
then,
meaning like
film,
singers,
film,
okay,
television production, because it's very expensive. Very
it is
expensive.
Let's drill.
Anything with the arts, right?
Yeah.
Or culture.
Yeah.
But drilling in into foreign success, which is a huge thing that I think is another thing that needs to get shifted in the next 5 years. Like this whole mentality of offshore is better.
Validation. Yeah, offshore
Versus
validation.
local.
Yeah.
It's not that offshore is better. It's just that offshore and sometimes pays so you can keep those passions going in the interim. So if I could get
not from
1,000 sales from between the U.S. and Canada, as opposed to 3 sales here from people that are actually accustomed to buying stuff, I'm gonna continue to market to the foreign entity,
Well, not
especially
from
if
that
it's
vein.
interesting.
No, not from that vein. I know what
Okay.
you mean, but not from that. I mean,
what
like,
you asking?
okay, a Bahamian business wants to use your services.
Mm-hmm.
You charge X amount.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say, well, I don't know. And they say, oh, big foreign company. They're charging like X times 3,
Right.
Mhm.
but they're foreign.
Because they're foreign, they know.
Oh,
But
that.
you think it's strictly just because they're foreign?
in most cases.
Yeah.
In most cases, foreign comes with quote unquote some area of expertise.
It's like an
and
added
it's sad because there are so many, especially in this last election. There was so many consultants that came in to help the different political parties, but there were so many legit young people that were helping out with these campaigns, and in some cases they outperformed those foreign consultants.
Yeah, because I feel as though if you're in this environment, you need to use people that are in this environment. People don't seem to realize how special Bahamians are in terms of this market and what appeals to them and what gets their attention, and marketing on the whole here is totally different from even our Caribbean neighbors. I wouldn't even talk about the States and Canada and stuff like that. So when you have foreign companies trying to come to basically tell us what we will respond to, and they almost always fail. Like I don't have an example of something where I was like, yeah, we used that foreign company and
Stronger
we
Bahamas.
got the results that
Stronger
we wanted
Bahamas.
and all these other things.
How did
like,
you feel about Stronger Bahamas? I
as
was a foreign
young
company.
Bahamian, you have a
mean,
flair
what did
to
they-
appeal to your
what
own
impact?
people
Exactly.
that foreign
Exactly.
people can never have, and that's because they're in the market. I mean, we go back to marketing between the new telecommunication company and what they came in with and how their marketing looked. And I don't know what your response to it, but it didn't generally appeal to the Bahamian masses at the time, and that's because you are applying a foreign concept to the Bahamian market, and Bahamians do not respond to that. So I feel as though you need that local person or people to guide your marketing and what you're doing, because foreign companies can never, they never
They
know.
don't have- they
They
don't-
never
No.
know.
And we have a lot of creative directors here.
Rant
that-
over.
Oh my god, yeah. It's,
But I
It's amazing.
wanna kind of address that. Not that I'm saying that there's no validity to it, right? Because I do recognize, especially when it comes to government, there's almost this predetermination that foreign is better. But what we need to analyze is why is that, right? Why do they automatically feel as though it's better? And I think for some of the reasons are the track record that the foreign company may have.
Over
With
time.
who?
over time.
I mean, over a
period of
scale
time,
over
right.
time.
Not with in the
Bahamians,
country. No,
yeah.
not in the country, but
Their
they
own.
have a body of work. They have experience.
Why is
and
that
they,
a-
but they may feel no. I'm just see.
I mean, and
Greg, I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying, right? But you just made the point where you need to come with your portfolio in order to get business with you, right?
Right.
So you need to show me what you've done in my market, not what you've done wherever the hell you are,
That's
because
a
you
good
can't
counter-argument.
do what you do over there and bring it here and expect for it to work.
But then again, you gotta get in the minds of the people who doing the hiring, right? What are they looking at?
yeah,
So
what are
while
their
you-
values? What do they care
while-
about?
yeah.
Do they
And
care
also-
about,
Okay,
And
but
also-
I think
and
we
here-
are all artists here, right? I
Right.
think we've all experienced Bahamians devaluing what it is that you produce based on the fact that you're a Bahamian
Right.
alone.
Right. No, and
You
she's
come with a
correct.
price, and they look at it and they're like,
They want Jew it down. Sorry, Jew.
Bahamian, whatever. Sweet girl is too much,
Yep.
right? On the strength of you being Bahamian and local alone. but they will pay somebody else, a foreigner, to do the same work. And like Travis say, 3 times whatever you have submitted. So I strongly disagree with what you're saying.
And also, with that 3 times that was submitted, also, especially from a government standpoint, you have to understand how the things go. Like, once you give your price, we could times that by 3 or 4. I could take one of them for me, and then you could have that.
But I don't
it's a lot of kickback.
I disagree with because I ain't really.
I don't see it as a
really
disagreement on both sides. I see it too. Point A, point B.
I didn't even
You're
get
saying
to
that's
it.
no, but you're
what I'm
saying that that's a point.
No.
That is
No,
the
what I'm
foreign
saying
company
is-
has a track record, so that makes them
No.
more reliable, maybe than the Bahamian company.
No. See, you misunderstand what I'm saying.
Oh Lord.
What I was saying was, and this is, I just said it. You gotta get in the mind of the person doing the hiring, right? What do they value and what are they looking for?
Okay, how about we
Where do they
summarize?
place
Who is the
their value?
who specifically is this person that you're talking about? If you had to model that, what
Well,
is
that's
this
situation by
person?
situation.
Yeah, but what situation is this one that you're referencing?
Well, I wasn't referencing
I know
anybody
you're
specific.
You want, but in
What
this
I'm
case,
saying
who
is,
would you
okay,
reference?
here's the thing. I like to solve problems, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like to just, this a problem, and they need to stop doing this, blah. Listen, okay, why is this happening, right? So I'm trying to get deep and get to the why. Why is this the case? So this is just what I'm saying. I'm trying to just explore various reasons as to why this preconception might exist, right? So that's the only way we could get to fixing it. You see what I'm saying? So I was just basically laying out factors as to why they may do these things.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying, okay, this is the case and this is why and they valid for doing it. No, I'm just saying why. Let's look at why they do these things. And
Unreliability. Because I know people, I know Bahamian
And these are
contractors or people who have been assigned to do work who have disappeared off the map before.
Yeah.
And these are things, and I think if Gail and I saying like too, like these are things that could be fixed if you listening and paying attention in order to get that advantage. Like, being there, availability. Also articulated. Like you have some people who could do the work, but like can't sell it. And and you have the foreign companies. They've
That's
been
the
doing
worst.
this for a while.
And reverse that.
Yeah.
They can sell it, but can't do the work.
Yeah.
So it's
Because I know a lot,
factors.
talented Bahamians that may not have access to the fancy pitch decks and brochures
Yeah.
and all that other stuff,
And I mean,
but who could actually do the work?
And you could blame the company hiring the foreigner all you want, but if
It's
that's
on the person.
if that's important to them,
Right.
and you don't have
Yeah.
that, I mean,
They
what you
need
can say?
they need to
And
come
I
to the
see-
Catalyst Group to get their stuff together so they can sell.
Yeah, one time.
Shameless
And I
plug.
see Alan say, because they don't love us, that's why.
Yeah.
They don't. Now, Alan, I want you to tell us, right? Now, after all of your international exposure, do you still get strong arm from companies or people trying to hire you?
Yeah, but
What's
then
the difference before the exposure and after?
I don't think it
Because
ever
there's-
and how
stops,
long
though.
has Alan been in the game though?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, now
And
see,
other artists.
the people, what you got to realize is where the value that
He
they
says
see in
yes.
you.
He says yes.
See what?
He still gets strong now.
Yeah. See,
And
I
that's
don't think
because
it stops.
now
It just
he's a
evolves.
Bahamian.
It's just another level that you go to.
Yeah.
Like you may move from just getting peanuts, and now you making a couple thousand.
You get some
but that
planters.
still isn't compared to how your skill has evolved to be getting the 10,000 at the level that you could be playing at.
Yeah.
Right? It moves up. It's always like one more level you gotta.
It's
go.
always that elusive brass ring. You know, the minute
Right.
you think you take that step in a lot and you can grab it, it gets pulled further. You got to be faster than that. Almost had it.
You want to get paid for
Yeah.
your work?
So I think it'll always be a
You gotta be
challenge. But like
quicker than
that
that.
foreign versus, I mean, there's a lot of things that could be fixed. Like articulate, just articulate. And like I'll admit for myself too. If I didn't go off to school, I probably wouldn't be as valuable to a lot of people who I've come across if I just was home. Just for say, oh, you did this, or
Right.
even speaking properly like this.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like, oh, this person knows, like just off of that, and you have some slight, sidebar type of things to it.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, wow, but that's just the reality. It's all about perception, and a lot of those, but perception could be controlled, and to a certain extent.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
like they
I-
may not have dived in a technical way that I've dived, but at least I know like the level.
Can you
that they can be at
clarify
in the game.
for Grant friend?
Stefan, he's trying to figure out, I guess, what the topic is. Well, we bounced to a couple different things. First, we started out with Gail wanted 30 businesses that you could start
No,
right
we
now
have
in the
to
Bahamas. Okay,
So
so
we have
go
to
ahead.
start.
Go ahead.
This is an open mic show, guys. We usually have a very specific topic, as you know, but today, in light of the recent general elections and the platform of entrepreneurship and developing more entrepreneurs in the Bahamas, we started off discussing 30 companies that you could start with $1,500 or less here in the Bahamas. And of course, you know, as we went through, we were making the list. We were also looking at how the government can help entrepreneurs, and the list that we made include access to capital, no taxes on gross profit, concessions for small businesses, etc. And now we're kind of looking at entrepreneurship in the Bahamas and why you may not be selected for a certain job over a foreigner. That's kind of where the conversation has developed to. If you have any contributions, please feel free to add.
Let's continue.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think Alan wanted to
Yeah, just let know we have
But
about
it's-
36 minutes, so
Yeah.
Oh, we over time?
Shout out to Stephen and Alan, by the way, for
Yeah,
getting
two
featured
artists,
in
yeah.
the new Atlantis spot.
Oh, yeah, that was
Because
good.
they're going through kind of like a rebrand right now, and
Yeah.
they're
Really?
featured
Yes,
in that,
they
in that
are.
video spot. So
see, and they ain't giving
very
Are
dope.
you sure
No,
about that,
well,
sir?
well, it was
Bahamians
it was
were featured.
Bahamians were featured, but it was a foreign.
However-
but Bahamians would have been involved in that too at some point. But I mean, like in any event, that wasn't the discussion.
It
but
would have been a smaller
shout out to
scale.
the artists that were featured in it to really give a good light on Bahamians and the power
Yeah.
and the creativity that we have in that. So that was pretty
Big
dope.
ups. Big ups.
Any
Rasta.
other business ideas? Under $1,500?
I think let's just read it off and
Okay, so
Okay.
what we came up with to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is the list. Okay, this is the list of how the government can help entrepreneurs. Access to capital. You don't have to travel to 4 different places to get a business license. No taxes on gross profit. Concessions for small businesses. Your success is not based on the party you vote for. Stipend on training. Get out of the way. Asking the government to get out of the way. Less monopolies and less hands in different businesses. Introduce mandatory economics and civics classes from high school. And that was a suggestion that we got on the comments. And then this is our list of 32 companies.
Oh,
whoa,
Rah, rah.
overachievers.
you can add one this one say tailoring.
Tailoring. Okay, cool. 33. So this is our
What
list
could
of
our company
33 companies. And of
after all
course,
them-
you can
them outfits that I
pursue...
saw during election, boy, tailoring for true. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
They
it's
come
a
up with
lot of
some
good
outfits.
things. Yeah.
So here's 33 companies you can start in the Bahamas for
Under $1,500. And some of them require skill.
A lot of them
free.
require skills.
Feel
You gotta have
free.
skill. Don't think you can just do
Well,
something and ain't no skill.
specialized skills. So
Okay.
feel free to develop your own. Yeah. Anyway, photography, web design or graphic design, cleaning company, a media blog, a pickup service, which includes laundry, courier, grocery, alcohol, etc. Food related, pastries or bakery, mobile, food truck, and a 99-cent something. Landscaping, window cleaning, car wash, mechanic on the go. I guess that has to do with mobile. Makeup artist, sell some wigs and weave.
Weave, selling weave.
Barbershop or nail salon, mobile again. Social media management, tattoo artist, event planning, accounting, a tutor, mobile app development, personal assistant, artist, ductless AC install, entrepreneur development, music instructor, fitness trainer, sale of clothes, vintage, back trunk, etc. Bahamian Amazon, pet sitting or grooming, installation of sound systems, a drone operator, broker, and tailoring.
I'm gonna need a personal assistant. Just put
There
There you go.
Thanks, Dr. J.
If you're watching and you have skills in personal
Right.
assistant
Hey,
wise,
It's just
Jay
so
Hiron.
many. It's just
The
so
ball rolling
many.
in.
It's just so many different
Shameless
things.
plug.
The bump rolling in.
Yeah,
Apparently.
me and the wife going crazy right now.
That's good, man. Y'all got a good problem.
How should I am me, Jay? That's good.
See that? All right.
Can't let's group it to
Talk
that.
off air.
We can do
We
that.
do now.
Wow. Word. So that wraps up the show.
Yeah, Gail, you can close us out, man.
Thank
You're
you
doing
very
such
much
an
for
awesome
joining
job.
us, and we look forward to seeing you next week. As always, losers make excuses, winners make adjustments. And bank, bro. Peace.
Okay. Bye.
Well, I'd bank.
It's the after show.
It's the after show.
Yes, the after show. We really need to start doing something for
Yeah,
after
do
show.
after show then. Y'all like it,
Yeah.
just leave it.
Well, yeah,
After
okay.
show.
Well, after,
What is what?
thank you for everybody who dropped comments and all that good stuff in there. We super appreciate it.
listeners. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're keeping this going. So we're episode 43.
43.
43.
When we start this? What month was it?
Wait.
Y'all celebrated a year? Y'all
It's my
celebrated a
longest
year?
relationship.
Yeah.
This is your longest relationship.
Yeah.
Actually, this is my longest relationship.
High
as well.
five. Hold on.
Y'all sad.
Not afraid of commitment. But I know Gail in it. But what happened, Travis?
Me, it's just, life is just crazy, man. All the time.
I thought you were.
Life is just so
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Life is just crazy right now, man.
Yeah, man.
But
Congratulations,
one
guys.
day they'll be the one probably watching.
What are we talking about?
The one. The one.
Tune in to Link Bahamas podcast on Monday.
When the next show is?
Monday.
Mondays now?
No, but we delayed because of the election this week, and
Yeah.
we want to.
You're supposed to do a show.
No,
Let me give
people
you a topic,
aren't
right?
focused.
Okay.
Let me give you a
People
topic.
aren't
We're still live, by the
focused.
way.
Let me give you a topic.
Okay.
Relationships and how elections affect them. So if you was one party,
Elections reflect.
your mate is another
party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How that dynamic,
Conflict in the home.
Conflict in the home when it comes to politics.
Mix the
What?
colors.
Can people be in a relationship?
Yes, they
if
could.
they have different political.
Can we be
A lot of people break up temporarily because of these elections.
Yeah.
A lot of
I see
people.
how the political differences could affect relationships and cause it not to work. I really see it because people, when it comes to politics,
Yeah.
boy, look.
It's a passionate thing, man.
Woo!
It's a passionate
That's
thing.
Boy,
dangerous.
look, they ain't playing with that.
Yeah.
That's their identity.
They had something in the news like that. Talk about politics. They had something in the news in the States the other day. Like a woman ran over her husband because she found out he voted for Trump.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that
It's not that bad.
No.
All things considered.
Justifiable
He had it
homicide.
coming.
Hold on, you say that's not that bad? I can say what Gail said.
Justifiable
had that
homicide.
coming.
Yeah.
No.
You had me up to Trump.
You gotta stop your nonsense.
Like no one has sympathy for that guy, man.
No, man. You can't be like that.
Oh my
So
god.
what about, okay, let's say, can we lower gas prices for entrepreneurs?
For entrepreneurs?
If
No.
you bring your valid business license, you get gas.
You create
$1.
how about
No.
you create an
No.
account because
See, but what you
gas
have to-
companies currently have accounts that you can credit gas to.
What you
word?
have
I
to
didn't
take,
know that.
what
Yeah.
you, see when you make these things, right? This is what governments have to take into consideration. When you make these amendments or laws, new laws, you have to take into consideration the people that are going to try and take advantage of these things. You see?
Yeah,
So
you gotta
have to
think- you gotta
factor
think,
that in.
yeah.
So you
I can go get my
put
business
things in
license.
place.
I can go get
You
my
gotta look at
business
the
license just so I
exploitations.
can get that discount on gas. That time I ain't sell nothing yet.
Yeah.
You understand? So you
But
gotta
it's
take-
all tied to
I would say
Well, like you
business
say,
and
your
entrepreneur
businesses are
businesses
taxed.
cater that deal with vehicles, like a courier service or whatever that's always on the road.
Transportation.
Yeah, transportation based business like taxis or like
So-
Breezy.
there's no record of businesses that may make, well, I know $100,000 in terms of a startup is completely unreasonable to think of maybe
as a loan.
for a first month profit, right?
For
But let's
first
say,
month profit.
yeah, so what I'm
$100,000?
saying is
Oh, wait,
if your
couple
business is valued between X amount and Y amount and you're registered or whatever, then you can take advantage of some discount or something. I'm just trying to see how else you can, that we would be able to help entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Oh god.
So Stefan dropped a few comments in there. But Stefan's like, relationships follow Access Granted on Facebook Live. Shameless plug by Stefan because they have a podcast, Access Granted, with him and his wife Brooke.
Yeah.
And, entrepreneurs deserve nothing that they didn't work for. That's the mentality of a poor person.
Okay,
Interesting.
I guess.
Very true.
So anyway, I was trying to see how else the government would be able to assist, entrepreneurs. And
Yeah, I think that one's a bit radical. I think
Yeah.
if you lower
'Cause if you
gas,
have-
I think
okay,
you just
we're
should
saying
lower it for it.
concessions for small businesses. That's bringing in items. So
Yeah. I think with gas, I think
If you
if
have a
they do
mobile
have concessions, it
business-
should be for the entire citizenry, where the government lowered the rate of their tax.
And that's the government getting the fleck out the way. Because
Yeah.
the government is get a flat rate on
Everything.
freaking gallon of fuel that is sold in this country. And I think
What's the
it's
flat
dollar
rate?
something.
I think
That's
it's
a
a dollar
flat
something.
Dollar
Wait, for
something.
every
was-
government
Every freaking-
worker?
No.
No.
For every gallon of gas
you put in your
sold,
car,
the government get a
dollar
piece.
something go to the government.
Oh.
Yeah,
Every freaking
I saw the formula. I was at a environment forum a few weeks ago. I saw the formula. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the margin for the retailer is so slim.
Anyhow, I guess we could wrap up the after show. Or you all in
That's our first full
Yeah,
length
that's
after
it.
show.
Adjust the bank laws for mobile and online
Y'all
payments.
tease people for a year and
after
43 episodes. That's
Yeah.
what you said?
But again, anybody who
But
watches
yeah.
this, give us comments, feedback on how we can make the show good for the next 43 episodes and beyond.
Yes.
And
you sound like Perry.
thanks for rocking with us.
Oh, and Chrissy throwing one
Well,
last.
no pun in- I mean,
one last minute
this
suggestion.
election.
Add to your list. Say change the
The
change
pay
the
portal.
pay portal with central bank.
yeah, Yeah.
I know nothing about banks and stuff. Because you got to explain what that meant.
Is that like
Yeah, but I mean,
is that
I
like
mean,
that's like exercise?
Because you mean the mobile thing? That's what
Is
you're talking
the
about?
Yeah, I
pay
think, like,
portal?
API to like to do banking, like for e-commerce and stuff like that. That bank and all banks should make it easier for anybody who wants to do e-commerce business to
Yes.
connect to their bank account in order to do those online transactions.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Oh yes, Stefan, don't worry. I've been looking at the Mevo camera for quite some time now. Yes, so it's already.
It's coming. It's on the way.
Yeah,
it's on the way.
it's-
It's on the way.
I've been looking
on the
at
way.
it for a while. It's just that we ain't really
We ain't there yet.
Making
We're
no
super
money.
grassroots
yes,
right
we
now.
ain't making
We're
no money,
super
so I
grassroots.
I limit in the expenditure.
Why
You
don't y'all
understand? I
go
try to be
to
responsible,
for
unlike government.
sponsorship?
But yeah, so I've been looking at it.
Whoa.
Why don't go for to live for sponsorship?
Who? Oh,
Why?
specific. I don't know. I mean, we just haven't talked about it yet. We just been focusing on building the beautiful audience that we have. right
Yeah,
now
so we
and
could
working
come
on
with
the
our
content.
portfolio and
Yeah.
be like, hey.
I think y'all could. I
But
think
if
y'all could
anybody
get
out there for
enhanced now.
sponsorship-
Like he did.
I think y'all get enhanced now.
Hey, Stephanie,
Depending on what y'all
since you
looking
already
for.
getting sponsors, let me make you offer right now. You want to get some sponsors for us? We give you a nice little percentage of the sponsors you bring in there.
Finder's fee.
10%.
7.5.
Whoa.
I ain't saying
Okay,
I can
Vox.
leave that to Gail. I ain't saying
Okay, Vox.
I ain't giving no rate, but I
We
don't-
can
I
charge
don't
them
like-
back.
See,
You can charge us back.
I don't ask people for things.
Yeah, that's a poor people mentality.
No, I hate getting the people for
I
things.
see what you did there.
I see what you did there.
But no,
So if
I don't
someone
know.
else want to do it, if you bring in a sponsor and they pay it, why not give you a little something? What you say, Gail? That sounds good to you?
Yeah, man, sounds excellent.
You sure?
Yeah,
I
but
can't see her eyes, so I can't judge whether you.
That's
you
the
know,
whole
how
point.
You feel.
but no, that's what I mean. Like we just wanted to give out quality content. The biggest thing we've been building on is chemistry. So
Yes.
like first of all, it's like what
It took us a long time to get
What are we
it.
gonna talk about on the podcast? But we figured out for 43 times we've been figuring it out. So
Me and Greg don't even row every episode.
right, only like every other episode, like a Christmas special or something like that. But we'll figure it out.
She mean like she want to sell her pepper sauce online and don't want to use PayPal. Who does take a huge cut? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, it is
Yeah,
e-commerce.
I mean,
Like,
e-commerce,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a big help.
I
That would help
mean, you
me
could
too.
always charge the customer instead.
Also,
of, yeah, I
we
mean,
need to look into. I don't know if it's us or the U.S., but for some reason, it's super friggin' expensive to export things. To
From
send,
here?
Yeah, if I want to send stuff to the States, it's
Yeah.
ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
Like how much? I mean, I never really heard about things
Like
So send an
FedEx.
envelope will be about $50-$60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fire
Okay,
FedEx
yeah.
or whatever.
For
Yeah.
FedEx.
Why? You think so?
This
You
is
don't
my
really know
question.
idea.
That's what I'm saying. So
Anybody
if we
know why? Drop comments.
Yeah, if we could figure that
Help
out,
us out.
that would be a massive help
Yeah.
to entrepreneurs because now you can export and your market isn't only limited to people that are in the Bahamas.
Right.
So that would be another huge help if we could figure out why it's so expensive to export and for somehow reduce that drastically.
Or maybe some multi-millionaire could actually do it for us and take out the government.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
You mean like Donald Trump?
No, multi-millionaire startup carrier service that
See,
directed
like
for the
Donald
to the United States that has connections with like UPS or whatever, and just has a flight that goes in and say, okay, well we have a flat rate of $15 for shipping outside the Bahamas, and then turn it over to UPS and whatever.
Travis, we need to talk.
Thank you, Stefan.
My data was on this whole time.
Stefan say he loved the show. Say it's a good idea. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All
All
right,
right, we're done.
ready?
Yeah.
All right. That's the after show finished.
Laters.
And I shall plug badly.